Manchester United on alert as Matheus Cunha hints at summer move. Are Manchester United about to land their next attacking star? Recent comments from Wolves striker Matheus Cunha suggest he's ready for a next step, and the Red Devils should be paying attention. The Brazilian striker making waves. In the middle of another tough relegation battle, Wolves have found a shining light in Matheus Cunha. The Brazilian forward has been in stunning form this season, notching 15 goals across all competitions despite his team's struggles near the bottom of the Premier League table. His performances haven't gone unnoticed. Both Manchester United and Arsenal reportedly showed interest in January, but Cunha chose to stay loyal to Wolves in their time of need. That loyalty, however, might have its limits. I had a lot of offers, but I wouldn't feel well if I had done it moved, Cunha recently told The Guardian. Some things you can't control, but I couldn't leave the club in the middle of the season, in a difficult situation, in the relegation zone. Now, we're close to achieving our goal of staying up. But here comes the part that should excite United fans. But I've made it clear that I need to take the next step. I want to fight for titles, for big things. I have potential. Those words sound like a come-and-get-me plea to bigger clubs. And Manchester United should be first in line. Who is Matheus Cunha? Before we dive into why he'd be perfect for United, let's get to know the man himself. Born on May 27, 1999, in João Pessoa, Brazil, Cunha's journey to Premier League stardom has been anything but straightforward. Like many Brazilian talents, he started with futsal before moving to traditional football. After developing in Curitiba's youth system, Cunha made the brave decision to move to Europe at just 18 years old, joining Swiss club Schauen in 2017. His talent quickly became obvious, and by June 2018, he had secured a move to RB Leipzig in Germany's Bundesliga. Though his time at Leipzig didn't quite work out as planned, a move to Hertha Berlin in January 2020 helped restart his career. His performances there earned him a big-money transfer to Spanish giants Atletico Madrid in August 2021, with a reported fee of around €30 million. But Cunha found it hard to nail down a regular starting spot under Diego Simeone's management. Looking for more playing time, he joined Wolves on loan in January 2023, with the move becoming permanent that summer. At Wolves, Cunha has finally found a home where he can showcase his talents week in, week out. His breakthrough came last season, and he's continued that form this campaign. What makes Cunha special? So what kind of player would Manchester United be getting if they managed to sign him? Cunha is the definition of a modern forward, quick, skillful, and incredibly versatile. While he's usually played as a central striker or second striker, he can also operate effectively from wide positions or as an attacking midfielder. His biggest strength is his ability on the ball. Cunha loves to dribble past defenders, using his quick feet and close control to create chances for himself and others. He leads Wolves in total carries and overall carry distance, making him a one-man counterattack at times. Unlike some forwards who are pure goal scorers, Cunha brings creativity to the table too. He can pick a pass, link up play, and provide assists alongside finding the net himself. Physically, he's no pushover either. At 5 feet 11 inches, 1.80 meters, Cunha has enough strength to hold off defenders and protect the ball while teammates join the attack. If there are weaknesses to his game, they might be his ball retention in some situations and his aerial ability. But these are areas he continues to work on. Standout moments. This season has seen several standout performances from Cunha. His finest hour came on February 4, 2024, when he scored a hat-trick against Chelsea in a shocking 4-2 away win at Stamford Bridge. This wasn't just any hat-trick. It made him only the second Wolves player to score a Premier League hat-trick, after Diogo Jota, and just the fourth opposition player ever to score 3 at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League era. When Wolves desperately needed points this season, Cunha stepped up with a crucial brace against Fulham in a 4-1 victory that lifted the team out of the relegation zone. He's also shown his flair for important goals, scoring a late equalizer against Brighton to snatch a valuable point for his struggling side. His performances haven't been limited to club football either. Cunha was part of the Brazil squad that won gold at the delayed 2020 Olympic Games, and he earned his first senior cap for Brazil in September 2021. Why Manchester United needs Cunha. United's attack has faced criticism this season. Despite having talented forwards, the team has struggled for consistency in front of goal. Anthony Martial's departure and ongoing questions about some of the other forwards mean there's room for a new striker at Old Trafford. What makes Cunha perfect for United is his flexibility. He can play across the front line, meaning he could fill in wherever needed, as the main striker supporting another forward, or cutting in from wide areas. His direct running style would also offer something different to United's current options. When teams sit deep against United, as many do, having someone who can beat a man and create something out of nothing is invaluable. At 25 years old, Cunha is entering his prime years as a footballer. He's young enough to have resale value but experienced enough to make an immediate impact. The perfect profile for a club looking to rebuild like United. Perhaps most importantly, he's proven he can score goals in the Premier League. Sometimes players need time to adjust to English football, but Cunha has already shown he can handle the physical demands and pace of the league. Potential challenges. Of course, no transfer is without its obstacles. Despite his apparent interest in moving to a bigger club, Cunha recently signed a contract extension with Wolves until 2029. This puts Wolves in a strong negotiating position and means any transfer fee would likely be substantial. There's also the matter of Cunha's disciplinary record. In December 2024, he was involved in an unfortunate incident during a match against Ipswich Town, where he appeared to elbow a staff member of the visiting club and pull off their glasses. This resulted in a Football Association charge, a 2-game ban, and an £80,000 fine. Would this worry United? Probably not too much. It seems to be an isolated incident rather than a pattern of behavior. But it's something any interested club would need to consider. Would Cunha fit Ruben Amorim's system? Since taking over at Manchester United, Ruben Amorim has been implementing his own style and system. The Portuguese manager is known for his tactical flexibility and preference for players who can perform multiple roles, something that works in Cunha's favor. Amorim has often used a formation with wingbacks and 3 central defenders at previous clubs. In this system, forwards need to be mobile and able to interchange positions, again playing to Cunha's strengths. The article suggests that Amorim would need to paint a good project for Cunha to convince him to join. This implies that the Brazilian isn't just looking for any big move. He wants to join a club with a clear vision and path to success. Can United offer that? With Amorim still establishing himself and his ideas at Old Trafford, the club is certainly in a period of transition. But the resources and ambition of United could be appealing to a player looking to fight for titles, for big things. The boyhood connection? One intriguing detail at the end of the article hints that Manchester United might be Cunha's boyhood club. While this isn't expanded upon or confirmed, it could be a significant factor in any potential transfer. Many Brazilian players grew up watching the Premier League, with United's successful teams under Sir Alex Ferguson creating millions of fans worldwide. If Cunha does have an emotional connection to United, it might give them an edge over other suitors. Would he follow in the footsteps of other successful Brazilians at United like Anderson, Rafael and Fabio da Silva, and more recently, Antony and Casemiro? What might Cunha cost? While the article doesn't mention a potential transfer fee, we can make some educated guesses. Cunha's recent contract extension until 2029 puts Wolves in an extremely strong position. By signing such a long-term deal, Wolves have protected their asset and ensured they can demand a premium price. Given his age, Premier League experience, international status, and goal record, Cunha could command a fee in the region of £40 to £50 million or even higher. For a proven Premier League goalscorer entering his prime years, this might still represent good value in today's market. Could United afford this? Almost certainly. The question is more about whether they would see this as the best use of their resources, especially with other areas of the team potentially needing reinforcement as well. Competition for his signature. Manchester United won't be alone in their interest. The article mentions Arsenal had also shown interest in January, and other top clubs are likely to be monitoring his situation too. For a player who has expressed a desire to fight for titles, clubs competing in the Champions League might have an advantage if United fails to qualify. This adds urgency to United's potential pursuit. They might need to act quickly when the summer window opens. What next for Cunha and United? With the season still ongoing, Cunha's focus will remain on helping Wolves secure their Premier League status. But once safety is achieved, expect the transfer rumors to intensify. For Manchester United fans, Cunha represents exactly the kind of signing the club should be targeting. A proven Premier League performer with his best years ahead of him, who brings both goals and creativity to the table. The question now is, will United make their move? And if they do, will Cunha see Old Trafford as the perfect place to fulfill his ambition of fighting for titles, for big things? Could Cunha be United's next striking star? Manchester United has a rich history of exciting forwards who combine skill, flair, and goal-scoring ability. From Eric Cantona to Ruud van Nistelrooy, Wayne Rooney to Cristiano Ronaldo, the club has always treasured players who can light up Old Trafford. Could Matheus Cunha be the next name on that illustrious list? His playing style, direct, skillful, and exciting, certainly fits the United tradition. His ability to produce moments of magic, like his hat-trick against Chelsea, shows he has the talent to thrive on the big stage. For United fans, the prospect of adding Cunha to their attack should be an exciting one. A forward line featuring Cunha alongside United's existing talent could be formidable indeed. Final thoughts. As another Premier League season heads toward its conclusion, transfer speculation will only increase. Matheus Cunha's clear statement about wanting to take the next step has put top clubs on alert, with Manchester United seemingly at the front of the queue. His journey from playing futsal in Brazil to starring in the Premier League has been impressive. Now, at 25, he stands ready to make the leap to one of Europe's biggest clubs. For Manchester United, a club always looking to add quality and excitement to their attack, Cunha represents an opportunity too good to miss. His versatility, proven Premier League record, and hunger for success make him an ideal target. The summer transfer window will tell us whether Cunha will be wearing the famous red shirt next season. But one thing seems certain, wherever he goes, goals and excitement will follow. What do you think, United fans? Would Matheus Cunha be a good signing for the club? Let us know in the comments below. Manchester United scouting Como's rising star Assane DIAO, the next big thing? Is Manchester United about to sign one of Europe's most exciting young attackers? Recent reports suggest the Red Devils have been watching Como's Assane DIAO, and what they've seen might convince them to make a move this summer. The exciting new talent catching United's eye. While Manchester United fans wait to see how Ruben Amorim will reshape the squad this summer, an interesting name has emerged on the club's radar. According to Italian reporter Nicolo Schira, United recently sent scouts to watch 19-year-old winger Assane DIAO in action for Como against Empoli. The young Senegalese attacker only joined the Italian club in January, but he's already making waves in Serie A with 5 goals in just 12 appearances. That kind of quick impact has clearly caught the attention of United's recruitment team, who appear to be planning ahead for Amorim's first full season in charge. But who exactly is Assane DIAO? And why might he be perfect for Manchester United's future plans? Let's dive deeper into the story of this rising star. Who is Assane DIAO? Born on September 7, 2005 in Senegal, DIAO moved to Spain at the age of just 3. His football journey began in Spain's youth systems, where he played for smaller clubs including Badajoz, Flecha Negra, and Ballon de Cádiz before catching the eye of La Liga side Real Betis in 2021. Originally a midfielder, coaches at Betis spotted his attacking potential and converted him into a winger. This proved to be a smart move, as DIAO's pace and direct running style made him a natural fit for the role. After impressing with Betis' reserve team in the Segunda Federación, Spain's 4th tier, DIAO earned his chance with the first team in 2023. The club clearly saw his potential, extending his contract until 2027 in July of that year. His senior debut came in the Europa League against Scottish giants Rangers in September 2023, but it was what happened next that really put him on the map. In his very first La Liga appearance, DIAO scored against Granada, announcing himself to Spanish football in style. More goals would follow, including one in the Europa League against Sparta Prague and a dramatic stoppage-time equalizer against Barcelona in December 2023. For a teenager to score against one of the world's biggest clubs showed that DIAO wasn't just a talent for the future. He was ready to make an impact now. His rapid development caught the attention of ambitious Serie A side Como, who signed him in January 2025 for a reported €12 million. The Italian club, coached by former Arsenal and Chelsea midfielder Cesc Fabregas, offered DIAO a long-term contract until 2029, showing their belief in his potential. Since arriving in Italy, DIAO has continued to impress. 5 goals in 12 games represents an excellent return for a 19-year-old adapting to a new league, including a crucial winner against title-chasing Napoli in February 2025. At international level, DIAO initially represented Spain at youth level, playing for their under-19 team at the 2023 UEFA European Under-19 Championship. However, in March 2025, he made the decision to represent his birth country, with FIFA approving his switch to the Senegal national team. What makes DIAO special? So why are Manchester United and other big clubs watching DIAO so closely? What makes him stand out from the countless other young attackers in European football? The answer lies in his explosive playing style and ability to influence games even at such a young age. DIAO's biggest strength is his incredible speed. He possesses what scouts describe as blistering pace and rapid acceleration, allowing him to leave defenders trailing in his wake. In an era where quick transitions and counterattacks are crucial, having a player who can burst past opponents in the blink of an eye is invaluable. But DIAO isn't just about raw speed. He combines his pace with impressive technical ability and agility, making him particularly dangerous in one-on-one situations. He loves to cut inside from the right wing onto his stronger right foot, challenging defenders directly before either taking a shot or finding a teammate. His goal-scoring record speaks for itself. For a wide player, DIAO has shown remarkable efficiency in front of goal. Whether it's arriving at the back post, cutting inside to shoot, or getting himself into goal-scoring positions, he has demonstrated a natural instinct for finding the net. Versatility is another key aspect of DIAO's game. While primarily used on the right wing, he's comfortable playing on either flank or even as a central striker when needed. This adaptability would be particularly valuable for a coach like Ruben Amorim, who likes tactical flexibility from his attackers. Perhaps most importantly, DIAO has shown the ability to deliver in big moments despite his young age. Scoring against Barcelona and Napoli shows that the occasion doesn't overwhelm him, a crucial trait for any player hoping to succeed at a club with the pressure and expectations of Manchester United. Why DIAO would fit at Manchester United? Looking at Manchester United's current squad and how Ruben Amorim likes to set up his teams, it's easy to see why DIAO might be on their radar. Since arriving at Old Trafford, Amorim has been implementing his preferred system, which often features wingbacks who need to provide both defensive cover and attacking threat. DIAO's pace and direct running would make him well-suited to such a role, offering United explosive width on either flank. United's attack has sometimes lacked unpredictability this season, with too many players wanting the ball to feet rather than running in behind. DIAO's willingness to stretch defenses with his pace would add a different dimension to United's forward line. At just 19, DIAO also fits United's renewed focus on signing young talent with high ceilings rather than ready-made stars. The club's recruitment strategy has shifted towards identifying promising players who can grow and develop at Old Trafford, potentially increasing in value while delivering on the pitch. According to the report, United may have turned their attention to DIAO after missing out on Giovanni Cunha, a 17-year-old winger from Sporting CP who has agreed to join Chelsea in 2026. Amorim knew Cunha from his time at Sporting, but with that option now closed, DIAO represents an exciting alternative with a similar profile, the Cesc Fabregas seal of approval. One particularly interesting aspect of the DIAO story is the high praise he's received from his current manager at Como, Cesc Fabregas. The former Barcelona, Arsenal, and Chelsea midfielder knows a thing or two about what it takes to succeed at the highest level, having won nearly every major trophy in club football. After Como's recent 1-1 draw with Empoli, the game United scouts reportedly attended. Fabregas was highly critical of his team's performance but singled out DIAO for special praise. "I'm not happy. I say that I didn't like my team," said Fabregas. "Maybe it's my fault, but I think the only positive thing today is the point. The Spanish coach didn't hold back in his criticism of most players, saying, "I tell the players that we have to get back down to earth. Some of them thought they were at Bayern Munich. That's not good." But amid this criticism, DIAO stood out as the sole player to earn Fabregas approval. "The only player from today I liked was Usain DIAO, despite the fact he only returned from international duty on Thursday. He was the only one who tried to do something. I believe we can do much better." For Fabregas, a World Cup winner who played alongside some of the greatest players of the modern era, to single out the teenager for such praise speaks volumes about DIAO's talent and attitude. This kind of endorsement from a respected figure in the game won't have gone unnoticed by United's recruitment team. Areas for development. Despite his exciting potential, DIAO is still a raw talent with areas of his game that need refinement. Understanding these weaknesses is important for assessing whether he's ready for a move to a club of Manchester United's stature. While his direct, aggressive style creates many chances, it sometimes comes at the expense of keeping possession. His pass accuracy and ball retention have been highlighted as areas for improvement, with statistics suggesting he loses the ball more often than ideal. Similarly, despite his obvious dribbling ability, his success rate in take-ons is described as surprisingly low. This suggests that while he's willing to take risks and try to beat his man, he doesn't always succeed, something that would need to improve at a higher level where space is more limited. These weaknesses are not unusual for a young attacking player, especially one who plays with such freedom and directness. Most coaches would prefer to work with a player who takes risks and sometimes fails than one who always plays it safe. The technical aspects of his game can be improved with coaching and experience, while his natural athleticism and instinct provide a foundation that can't be taught. Potential transfer details. If Manchester United were to pursue DIAO, what might a deal look like? Como only signed the player in January 2025 for around €12 million, tying him to a contract until 2029. This puts the Italian club in a very strong negotiating position, with no pressure to sell a player they've only just brought in. Any deal would likely require United to offer a significant profit for Como, perhaps in the region of €25 to €30 million, £21 to £25 million. While this represents a substantial investment for a 19-year-old with only half a season of Serie A experience, it could prove excellent value if DIAO fulfills his potential. The long-term nature of DIAO's contract means United would need to be extremely convincing with their offer. Como's ambitions as a club might also play a part in their willingness to negotiate. The northern Italian side have shown financial muscle recently and may see DIAO as a key part of their project rather than a player to sell for profit. Competition for his signature. If United are watching DIAO, it's a safe bet that other big clubs around Europe will be monitoring him too. His combination of youth, potential, and immediate impact makes him an attractive proposition for many teams. The fact that he's already shown he can adapt quickly to a new league and culture, moving from Spain to Italy and hitting the ground running, will only increase interest in him. Some clubs might see his €12 million move to Como as a stepping stone before an even bigger transfer. United would need to act decisively if they want to secure DIAO's signature before a bidding war develops. Offering him a clear pathway to first-team football under Amorim could be key to persuading the player that Old Trafford is the right next step for his development. Is DIAO ready for Manchester United? The leap from Como to Manchester United would be significant for any player, let alone a teenager with less than 2 years of top-flight experience. The question is whether DIAO is ready for such a move or would benefit from more time developing in Serie A. On one hand, his rapid adaptation to each new challenge in his career suggests he has both the talent and mentality to handle big steps up. From Betis youth team to their first team, from La Liga to Serie A, DIAO has consistently shown he can not just survive but thrive when the level increases. On the other hand, the pressure and scrutiny at Manchester United is unlike almost anywhere else in world football. Young players who arrive with high price tags and expectations can sometimes struggle with the intensity of the spotlight at Old Trafford. A middle ground might be for United to secure DIAO's signature this summer but leave him on loan at Como for another season. This would allow him to continue his development with regular playing time while giving him time to mature before making the move to Manchester. What next for DIAO and United? For now, DIAO will be focused on finishing the season strongly with Como, while United scouts will likely continue to watch his progress closely. If United's interest is serious, we might expect to see more reports of scouting missions in the coming weeks, perhaps with more senior recruitment staff making the trip to Italy to watch him in person. The summer transfer window will be crucial for Ruben Amorim as he looks to shape the squad in his image. If DIAO continues his current form, he could well be part of those plans. For United fans, DIAO represents exactly the kind of exciting young talent the club should be targeting: dynamic, direct, and with his best years ahead of him. His rapid rise so far suggests this is a name worth keeping an eye on. Could DIAO be United's next wing wizard? Manchester United has a proud tradition of electric wingers who get fans out of their seats. From George Best to Ryan Giggs, Cristiano Ronaldo to Jadon Sancho, the club has always valued players who can take on defenders and create moments of magic. Could Hussein DIAO be the next in that prestigious line? His style of play, direct, skillful, and exciting, certainly fits the United tradition. His ability to produce moments of brilliance, like his goals against Barcelona and Napoli, shows he has the talent to thrive on the big stage. For United fans, the prospect of adding DIAO to their attacking options should be an exciting one. A forward line featuring DIAO alongside United's existing talent could offer the perfect blend of youth and experience, pace and precision. Final thoughts. As the football world increasingly focuses on identifying talent earlier and earlier, Hussein DIAO represents exactly the kind of opportunity that big clubs can't afford to miss. At just 19, he's already making his mark in one of Europe's top leagues. His journey from playing youth football in Spain to starring in Serie A has been impressive. Now, with Manchester United potentially circling, he stands on the verge of taking another major step in his career. For Manchester United, a club always looking to add quality and excitement to their attack, DIAO represents an opportunity to secure a talent who could light up Old Trafford for years to come. His youth, versatility, and explosive playing style make him an ideal target for a club in transition. Will DIAO be wearing the famous red shirt next season? It's too early to say for certain. But one thing seems clear: this is a young player with a very bright future ahead of him, whether at Old Trafford or elsewhere. The summer transfer window will reveal United's true level of interest, but in the meantime, fans can enjoy watching another exciting talent linked with the club. After all, few things excite United supporters more than the prospect of a new wing wizard arriving to carry on that proud tradition. What do you think, United fans? Would Hussein DIAO be a good signing for the club? Let us know in the comments below.